Hello and welcome to Factorio on the June 2020 community map. Look at the settings here under enemy. It looks like a fairly standard Death World setup to me. Got lots of bases, expansion, evolution turned up, and a small starting area. Looking at resources, this guy kind of across from the default in the world setup. Frequency is turned down a bit, size of richness is turned up a bit, and on terrain we've got no cliffs, which could make defending a bit harder. Also means there's no cliffs to get into our building though, so I call that one a bit of a 50-50. Now I've got the map preview pulled up here quickly just to show how this is. So it's kind of like kind of a nice start. It could be better. So there's lots of defendable terrain. This will be a problem. It's right on top of the starting resources. I'll have to see how quickly that kills me. Hopefully not too much reloading in this playthrough. And getting oil, that's not enough oil to do anything useful at all. So it looks like up there, which is going to be maybe try and sneak past and not draw attention. I'm not quite sure yet. But normally I like to get oil quickly, and this doesn't look like the best spawn to get oil quickly. Okay, so coming to the mods list, just using the required mods for the time being. So on the biter side, there's two main things: biter reincarnation. When biters die, there will be a chance they'll turn into generally trees, as far as I can tell. There's also a chance those trees will catch fire. So what this means is, generally this weekend you'll just end up with a bunch of trees that will just get in the way. They'll block both the biter and the player, so that's kind of equal. But then when those trees catch fire, probably while they're surrounding your turret, then they'll end up destroying your stuff. So it kind of turns these biter rays into like suicide bombers of a sort. The other one is worm attack. This is more of a late game thing where worms will just pop up in your base and they'll come with a bunch of biters, I believe, as well. So you can't just build a perimeter and call that done. On the player side, there's several new types of turrets. Most of these are from Rampart Arsenal, I believe. There's also some repair turrets, mods, force field walls, and such like. Really helpful one is the construction drones. These function pretty much like the normal flying robots, but they're land-based. I guess they're more of an early game thing, but will help with essentially doing like blueprinty type stuff, copy, paste, delete, and so forth a lot quicker early in the game, as getting robotics, especially on this map, given your oil placement, could take a while. And there's also some energy type things I've not really looked into. I think they're mostly nuclear, like all-in-one reactors and that sort of thing. Okay, so here, standard message, see what I've got. Okay, so I've got some construction drones immediately. I think these work like normal things. Or like the flying drones, it seems so, it saves me from mining those by hand. And just running down here, I know the resources were to the south. Just want to see what this base here looks like. And yes, that is very, very close. I'm going to have to pretty much prioritise trying to kill that. So I did notice when I was checking the military stuff, so I've got these portable turrets and these rifle turrets. I don't really know how good they are. So I'm just going to do a normal start here. But I might use those initially rather than going straight for military and turrets. Definitely want to have automation just because that's cheap anyway and it makes my life better. So I'm going to try and expand here. These will make getting rid of these trees a lot easier, so that's nice. I normally hate spawns which have trees on the starting ore, but this is going to be a bit easier. And it's going to be plenty of resource to burn as well, so maybe I don't need to worry about coal too much. Also, from a quick experimentation, because of biter reincarnation, sometimes when it spawns the trees they can be like immediately catch fire. This will basically burn down my stuff if I build near trees. So I do want to have a little bit of space between the trees and my stuff. And maybe also have some gaps to act like a fire break. Because if the trees burn down, as well as the pollution from that, then I haven't got any absorption, so I'll have a lot more attacks going forwards, and that would be bad. So I think the best place, so yeah, if I build a power down here, like as far south as possible, I think that gets me away from too many early attacks. So if I make a bit of a route there, that's not the trees I wanted to pick up. It's these ones. So yeah, I can make a few of those, maybe 4, and then I'm going to have an investigation down south. Okay, so this has some good places to build a power here. And since there's water around, I don't think at this point I'm going to care too much about pollution going across there. Because any attacks it did generate would have to come all the way around. I think I'd be a little bit safer in that regards. So I'm just going to clear some space here. I'll use the wood too on the burners. And it looks like this. I still think that oil there is essentially useless. I'm not sure if I'll bother with it at all. I'm also going to grab some fish. I'm not going to do a lot of fighting early on. And I can use these to regain health quickly, so that'll give me a bit more survivability. And that's another very large base over there. So I think these trees are going to give me some protection for a little bit. I'm going to have to deal with that pretty early on though. So just build some power up here. It's going to be... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, I'll just adjust this slightly and build it here. This will just give me some initial power nice and simply. I'll run that back up to the base. I'm not going to worry too much about defending this right now. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to get too many attacks here specifically. Just because of where the trees are on that water placement. Fast with automation. I really personally hate making the red science things manually, so I'm just going to put this on a little direct insertion. I think I need another one of those. Just going to put enough in to get this military science done. And carry on collecting on. I'm just going to start making up some bullets. So I can get a few hundred bullets, I feel a lot better about taking out this. And I think it's quite small. I think with a submachine gun, some fish and some armour, I should be good on that one. Okay, so I think I'm good for ammo. A couple of these rifle turrets as well. I'm just going to see what they're about. See, I'm going to put some down over here. Yeah, ammo. I'm just going to see how good they actually are. Get a little test. So they're doing reasonably well. I'm not going to... I don't know, it's taking them quite a few shots. I'm not shooting very quickly just to kill these small biters. So I don't think I'm going to build more of them. I think I'll be better served just to go and get the proper gun turrets. But I shouldn't have any problems with this. All these trees are going to start getting in the way. And I hope the whole thing doesn't catch fire. Okay, so that's the first spawner down. So getting that first spawner down will make this a lot easier now. As you can see, they're continuously spawning. I'm going to try and get rid of some of these worms as well. Just they're a bit in the way. And this is why I bought the fish, just because I'm really terrible at dodging. Okay, so that's both of them down. Should be a straight, just give me a few moments to just shoot at this. That's kind of one of the annoying things, that like, the amount of health that one of the spawners has is constant. So at the start of the game I haven't got any military tech right now, just the submachine gun itself and no upgrades. It does take a long time to shoot them, and it's using up quite a bit of ammo. And I really hope I actually brought enough ammo with me. Now have I got 10 left? 9 left? I think this is going to be just enough yet. And now that's that base taken care of, so that's going to make me feel a lot safer. Okay, so I think Hairlet's kind of good for setting up the first set of furnaces. So since I've got these handy little construction bots, I think I'm going to make use of them, just do the first 3. If I could do the first 3 perfectly correctly, that would be great. But instead I'm going to waste time with stupid mistakes like putting the belts in the wrong place. That's fine, so I've got the first 3. Now I'm missing some belts, let's just put those in. So let's say I do 12 to start with. And that's a lot easier, I think those spots are kind of great for that. Just checking my pollution overlay, I like to do that nice and frequent on these sort of maps. I'm getting kind of concerned about this one. I'm not actually sure if it has absorbed pollution yet, but it's definitely only one chunk away from it doing so. So that's getting very marginal. Also, as I build up these miners, I will start to think about power, which I built too far away to see without actually travelling down there, so I'm kind of guessing. Like, I think it's got a few more minutes worth of fuel, but I'm not entirely sure. So what I'm planning to do here in the short term is just get some basic automation to give me gears, underground belts, and some ammo. I think I'll need lots of ammo, so apparently I need more belts anyway. So this will just be a fairly straightforward, just throw down some power poles wherever they fit. So that'll be 2 lots of gears, these 2, then the underground, then the ammo, and I was going to feed these into some boxes and limit these to, I don't know, a couple of stacks. And then simply wire them all up, search them all up, should be nice and simple. As for power, I thought I was marginal, I've been proved that is the case. So let's go get these transport belts done on my way down there. And as well as automating the coal delivery, going to expand the power. Got a couple more steam engines, a couple more boilers. So hopefully the bots will make this easy. I'm kind of trusting them not to do something stupid because I'm not really watching what they're doing up there. Navigate around this piece of water. Also I put the ghosts in the right place, that would help. And yep, that has run out. I've actually not got much on me. Let's do that and just grab some more trees or something. And well, I've got the opportunity. If I just pause that, the underground in, I want the belt to be down here. Actually, I can go underwater. There's no problem going underwater. The belt's going to come down. Underground belt. And that's going to come potentially here. And actually, I need some pipes as well. Fiddlesticks. So the problem I'm going to have, I guess I can watch it. So what I'm going to have is that these small electric poles, if I do them like this, now I can't put a steam engine there and I've not got any pipe. So that was a bit of a oopsie. I guess I'll just do a bot's job, be like that, since I made the underground pipe. So that gives me that. This can come around here. I should have lots of wood to get those started. And just insert into on here. And assuming that the robot's built all the transport belt tiles I wanted, this should have coal on the way down. And they haven't, but okay, I'll take care of that on my way up. Okay, so that one is definitely getting in the illusion. I was going to get gun turrets quickly. I think I'm just going to prefer to have the traditional gun turrets rather than these mini turrets. And I'm making as much ammo as I can, try and get a couple hundred. And I haven't got any turrets set up yet. I was going to try and keep my eye really on to the left and try and spot anything coming before it gets there. There's the first attack coming. Doesn't look too big, they're getting caught up in the trees. So I hope I can kite these. Yeah, they're just going to get stuck there. And that was easy. So, I was on another one. Oh, and they're burning. Is that burning? Okay, I think something burned, but unfortunately the whole forest didn't go up in flames. So yeah, that should give me a few minutes now until it's ready to make another attack. And this line of trees here is still shielding me from this base and this base. And I see another attack on the minimap. There it is. Let's draw their attention. And this looks like it's going to be another easy one. I'm just going to get these trees off of my ore patch. So yeah, I'm just really relying at the moment on just catching them on the map here. You can see little red dots as soon as they come in the like radar range. I say radar, like I'm actually built a radar, it's just like the player personal radar, I don't know what to call it. But yeah, you can see them as they come a little bit closer. Okay, so that's definitely going to attack a lot more, so I need to go take care of that. I don't know what's over there, I don't trust it. So I'm building up some turrets, I'm just going to try and get, I don't know, 10 of those and maybe another 200 bullets. That might be a good place to be. And I'll put some turrets around here, oh crap, just in case. And I should be not distracted talking to you because I did see that on the map. I didn't like notice it until they were already there. So yeah, I'm thinking is I want to get rid of this. Once I get rid of this, I can do with making circuits and stuff automatically, and that'll be great for productivity. So the question is, if something does attack over there, where will it attack? Not quite sure. So I guess I'll put, these are kind of weak, if I put two of them close to each other, maybe that'll do something. And I'll put some proper turrets over here. There's going to be either, I don't think it's going to be there, I think it's going to be something from there, not really sure. But I want to wait until after an attack to find out and be like, oh, there's a base over there. I think this time I caught it in time because I saw it on the map. Case of paying enough attention. So another one there? Yeah, there was one more there. Let's just get these trees out the way. I have got quite a lot of iron production now, so I should be able to get the ammo I need quite quickly. Okay, so there's a couple coming over from the right here. Those turrets killed them quite quickly. So since it's just a small attack, I'd guess that there must be a base here. But it's far enough away, it's getting very little pollution, so the attacks will be small for the time being. Okay, so I think I'll go with ammo now. That's doing like quite a large attack there. I'm going to put some turrets all the way back. Somewhere like here. So I can completely overkill. I'm not giving too much ammo though, just in case. I'm going to try and bait this attack into the turret line. Like this. So they actually got in their own way there, the trees. And now I'm going to move up and put the turrets just outside the range of the worms to try and get started on this base. Let's give them 50 ammo each. Okay, that's definitely need a deconstruction planner. Those trees, I don't want them to catch fire because it'll just kill my turrets way too quickly. And they don't go over there. Right, now so that's taking care of the spawns. I'm going to try and take out the worms myself because they have more range than the turrets. That's one down. These trees are going to get really in the way. Let's see what I can do. And I can heal myself up as well, so that's quite handy. So maybe not that fast. Come on, let's get past the trees. I'm getting blocked. Okay, go out of there just. Always make sure you bring your medkit. And I got 2 of the worms, so let's try and get another one up here. That's another one down. And yeah, always tree. So this is what I was really worried about. I came across this when I was doing some sandbox testing. And this is why I didn't want to have trees near any of my buildings. Because the fire will actually damage nearby buildings. You might think like a metal turret, oh that doesn't burn. It doesn't actually have armour against fire. So keep it away. So I'm going to come on here so I can get some turrets over on this side. So get a second. Normally I play like peaceful games, so you have to bear with me for being a bit out of practice on this. Okay, that's not do that. That's a bunch of construction bots destroyed. I think. Well, they're just damaged. They're damaged, but okay, let's just not risk it. They get one spawner. Just a little bit too close to the worms. So let's just try moving back here. So that should be another worm down. Yep. Let's try and get this one as well. Yep, very good. If I can get this one, I should have a clear shot against the spawners. So I'm sure I'm doing this terribly inefficiently, but as long as I don't die, I'll take that as a victory. So one last worm here on the south. Yeah, let me get past the trees. All these trees are really getting in the way now. And yeah, this is a lot. Now I can get the turrets in range of the spawners. This is a lot easier. And hopefully I'm doing okay for ammo. Let's just go pick up these turrets so I can take their ammo. Actually not got much left. 8, 34, 29. I think I gave them what, 50 to start with? Can't remember. And I'm stuck in the trees. And that one's run out. Well, I should be able to get this worm here. And it's one last worm. Let's just pull those in towards the turrets. Let's try and dodge some of the... Okay, well now everything's burning again, that's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, I'm going to take my turrets. Oh, just let the fire's gone out. Okay, I was being a bit overly worried about that. However, I do appear to be completely stuck. I can't see where I am. I still can't see myself. That's a lot of trees there. That's better. So yeah, let's get these out. Let's go put these right up close now. Oops, wrong quick fire item. There's one spawner. There's another spawner. And let's just get this last one quickly. I've used up a lot of ammo, but this seems to be mostly okay, so that's good. And I guess I might as well just leave these trees there. They can absorb some pollution or whatever until I come to do something else. Okay, so copper's going to go there. That's going to be basically a duplicate of the iron. I'm just going to do a quick detour and do this stone, however. So I think what I'm going to do that is just bring this over here. This will be a mixed belt. Then I'll have how many fits here? Let's say 6. And the reason I want this is to get stone walls done quickly, because I think that'll give me a lot more defense. Especially because you can see, well, the biters are getting right up close to the turrets, and the trees I don't mind, but if the trees catch fire, I think that's pretty much guaranteed to destroy the turret. Even if there was a repair drone, I think the repair drone itself would just like go straight into the fire and die. Oh, by repair drone I mean these construction drone things. So I think that's going to be like not work out. I want to keep some distance. Okay, so let's go do a straightforward like electronic circuit thing here. Need to get some more stuff built, but once that's done, this will be very straightforward. I'm going to put circuits up north. I think actually since I cleared that base out, I'm going to build the bus over to the left, and I'll probably just landfill this water. I don't need the starting water because I've got much better sources down there. Okay, so I'm getting to the point where I want to expand the yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 2 parallel belts here, and I can cut the power for a second. I'm sure that'll be okay. So what I'm going to have is some splitters like so. That won't be coal, that'll be iron. Coal's going to come in on the side, let's say this way. And I'm just going to have it go like this, so I'm loading on the 2 sides of this belt. Now I'm using both half of the splitters at the same time. So that will be rather like that. And yours going to move over here somewhere, I guess. I'll just pick up all that stuff. Just rotated that one. So yeah, it's going to look like that. One more splitter there. Then that'll go down. And then the next line of furnaces will be over there. And actually I just realised I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to be really grateful there is construction bots. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this whole thing like up a bit up there. And I'll move the copper as well in a bit. Yeah, normally I wait until I have robotics until I do stuff like this, but since I've got these little fellas, let's just get it done now. And of course the question then is, okay, so I've taken enough space. When I build additional stuff, I'll leave more space. Come on, hello, an attack coming just for me right now. That attack is also quite large. Unfortunately, there's no fire, so that's always good. No fire is a good thing. Let's get those trees out the way before they cause me grief. And where was I? So yeah, so expanding this. So again, I was going to build the first 3. So I've got their inserters. The output belt will be here, and I'll merge it in up the top. And then this will come together like that. And I can just copy paste it. And they're killing my turrets. And I can't have 5 minutes to think. Okay, this is what I was worried about. So I think the bite has killed 0 turrets. Then this fire has completely screwed me. And I lose all the ammo that's currently stored as well. So I guess just try and spread them out even more. I don't know. Something like this, I guess. Okay, let's just go 25, it'll be safer. That's going to look a bit like this. Let's build a boat. Yeah, build a ghost. Yeah, that's going to look like that, and now I can have more turrets behind it. And if we look at this, it does have 100% fire resistance. So the turrets are far enough away they won't get burned, and the wall doesn't burn. So that's brilliant. So for science, I think I'm going to build it over here. Just going to collect up some more resources. And I've got the belts here, so I'll make that a bit easier too. So that should be enough of those. Pretty certain I'll need more inserters. I definitely need more long and fast inserters once I get around to it. So I'll do the red and the green at the same time. I've got the tech, that's good. Leave myself not enough space. So let's go with that, and it will still not be enough space, or just never be enough space. So that'll be for doing the green science in a second. 5 lots of red. And green I believe I need 6 of to get the ratio. So actually I could just copy paste this since I have the handy little robots. And then what I'll do is I'll have inserters and belts. Supply that down the middle, output down there. Like so. Input on here. Then input for both and input for circuits. And then just give me a second to wire this up. And some labs will go down there somewhere. So there you have that. Green ones should just there, the green ones are starting. So let's see what I can do for labs. I think actually, let's just get some more copper. Nice convenient belt here. And actually if I'd had circuits in the first place, I wouldn't even need copper, so let's just get some circuits. So yeah, for labs I'm just going to build like 10, 12. Might as well build quite a few. Just put them down here, let's get this all out of the way. Try and leave. I've got plenty of space actually now for build area. I say as I get destroyed. Let's give me a second to one over there. Okay, so this has done quite an annoying bit of damage. I don't think I've lost anything expensive, but I do need to rebuild all these belts. And let's turn those back on. So let's see what got destroyed here. I really wish the entity ghosts got automatically placed. I assume I still need to get the construction robotics research to enable that, which is a bit irritating. What's wrong with one out? Okay, let's go grab those and I'll put another stone turret emplacement thing up. Oh, it looks like I need to build a stone wall around that as well. I can see they've gone around it. So yeah, I'll just upgrade the fences quickly and then I'll be back to showing science. Okay, so I plan to do a science there, so I'm just going to have the first lab. Actually, I've done that wrong already. I have one lab with the inserter. And then I'm going to direct insert from one lab into the next lab. And I guess that minute's good. Oh, an attack from... Not quite sure. It's gone off the edge of the map, so I would be wise to build some more turrets as well. But right now I want to build the science. So I say I'm going to direct insert from one into the other. So I've got this here. Just going to take down some power poles. Like so. And what did I do wrong there? That should have been... Let's just do it that way. And I want one more of these. I'm only going to use fast inserters for the first few. But obviously as you get further away from air, then there's less science packs that need transferring. And for defences, I think what I'll do is I'll just put a little turret bunker in here. I found when I get particularly large attacks, at least for a while. But I said that against about the east, it's like it all builds up until it becomes too much and you go and do something about it. So I think it looks pretty good for the fences. I think that's a good objective to finish for now. I've got the red and the green science. fact, that hadn't stopped. It's just that one lab is very slow. You need 200 science to get this one thing. And then I definitely want to get the gun turret damage. And then I'll see what to do about it next. But yeah, I think it's a good objective to finish for the first time, so I'm going to leave it there for today. So if you found that interesting, be sure to check out for more, and see you next time.